There is a good news for the Indian economy from the International Monetary Fund (IMF). The global organization has raised its GDP growth forecast for India for the financial year 2023 to 24. The IMF has stated that in the upcoming year, the Indian economy will grow at a rate of 6.1%. Previously, this estimate was 5.9% in the month of April 2023. The IMF has revised its GDP estimate for India for 2023 to 24 due to better performance in the January-March period and improved growth numbers. The IMF has increased India's GDP growth estimate by 0.20%, now projecting it to be 6.1%. According to media reports, the IMF has estimated that the Indian economy will grow at a rate of 7.2% for the financial year 2022 to 23. It is also estimated to remain at 6.3% in 2025. In its World Economic Outlook report released on July 25th, the IMF has mentioned that India's GDP growth outlook has been upgraded due to strong domestic investment, indicating stronger growth than anticipated. The GDP growth estimate for April released earlier was revised down to 5.9%. It's noted that even with this revision, the IMF's fresh update is slightly more positive than other agencies' previous estimates considering the growth rate of the Indian economy. According to media reports, the Asian Development Bank has projected a growth rate of 6.4% for the fiscal year 2024 and the RBI, Reserve Bank of India, has projected 6.5%. According to the IMF, India has maintained its tag of being the fastest growing major economy globally. Since the COVID-19 pandemic, the Indian economy has made significant progress and this has been recognized by countries worldwide. As per media reports, neighboring country, China is also not surpassing India in this aspect. India has now become the world's fifth largest economy. After the United States, China, Japan and Germany, India holds the position of the largest economy. The interesting thing is that India, which was under the British rule, has achieved the fifth position, leaving behind the same British economy. Over the last 10 years, the Indian economy has made significant strides, consistently maintaining a higher growth rate. Even during times when there are concerns of global economic slowdown and contractions, India's growth rate has remained in double digits. In the first quarter of the current financial year, April to June, the Indian economy has grown at a pace of 13.5%. The past 10 years have been crucial for India, marked by various improvements in the business environment and ease of doing business. In this article, we will analyze the growth of India's GDP over the last decade using data. It's noteworthy that India has become the fifth largest economy in terms of GDP size globally. But what does GDP mean? Let's find out. GDP stands for Gross Domestic Product. In Hindi, we can refer to it as Sakal Gharelu Utpad. In a country, the total market value of all the goods and services produced during a specified period is known as GDP. In India, this period is the financial year, which spans from April to March. Quarterly estimates of GDP are also calculated. GDP serves as an indicator of an economic situation. If GDP data is low, it indicates that there was reduced production of goods and a downturn in the service sector compared to the previous one. The GDP growth rate of any financial year indicates the economic performance of the country in that year, whether there was improvement or decline. Let's explore the GDP growth rate of the last 10 years. In the year 2012 to 13, the GDP growth rate of the country was 5.46%. After that, it was 6.39% in 2013 to 14, 7.41% in 2014 to 15, 8% in 2015 to 16, 8.26% in 2016 to 17, 6.80% in 2017 to 18, 6.5% in 2018 to 19, 3.74% in 2019 to 20, minus 6.60% in 2020 to 21, and 8.95% in 2021 to 22. The financial year 2020 to 21 witnessed negative GDP growth due to impact of the COVID-19 pandemic and the resulting lockdown. Looking at the GDP figures of the last 10 years apart from the COVID-19 period, there has been a positive improvement. This growth rate of the Indian economy has shocked the world. In this way, experts have estimated the country's economy to reach the third position from the fifth position in the coming years. For more details, click on our website www.aajkeawaaz.in.